possible. We did it yesterday night, and I don't know how much we actually got to upload because the upload here is not too good. And at some point, they just turned off the computers here, so we're not exactly sure when we're going to be able to bring those games to you, those casts to you. But be sure we will do it as quickly as it is possible.
Maybe it's getting too warm in here for our computer, I don't know.
It really is getting warm. And again, the loading takes some time, but I think it's quicker than the last time. And we're in, kind of. I think we should check the computer. Oh, that looks a little bit spiky. Let's see. Hopefully the game is stable. Hopefully we don't, we're not responsible for any spikes or anything. I guess we're gonna see. Alright, Secret Valley is the first map. Hawk versus Fly. Orc versus Human, I think. Is that the first Orc versus Human that we're casting today? Well, we casted one game of Twisted Meadows that we went out on, that we left to cast Rich versus Moon. And by the way, what a series that was. If you guys didn't see that one, you definitely missed something. You have to check it out. Zubu also has a VOD section, so you can check it out there, or wait a little bit on YouTube where it's actually a lot more comfortable. youtube.com/back2warcraft. But enough of that. We are right now seeing China versus Russia.
Yeah, exactly. Fly 100%, undoubtedly the best orc in the entire world. He's the runner-up of the WCA Pro Qualifier in China. Only beaten by Infi in the grand final, 2-3. And of course, he meets with the best humans in the world on a regular basis. He has to fight Infi, he has to fight TH, he has to fight Yumiko in every tournament to get a win. So his percentage against human is pretty bad, but it's still positive though. 29 wins against 27 losses in the tournaments in the past 1.5 years. And Hawk, many people say that Orc is his worst matchup, but the statistics kind of disagree. In 26 matches, he won 16 of that and only lost 10. So, since he has the competition with focus, I think his game really stepped up a bit. He is down in statistics against focus, 5 maps to 6, but still, he's getting better and better.
You see a little bit of spikes here. We hope that's gonna resolve itself. That's not on your end. Alright, Secret Valley is known to be a good orc map. You don't really have to get the shop here to get some healing because, of course, it has fountains of health. In fact, the only map that has fountains of health, if I'm not mistaken, in our map pool here. And it's a little bit problematic. Trying to fix these spike issues. We open up the door already to our little booth here because it really is getting warm. Maybe it's a little bit of the temperature. Alright, but the game is unfolding. Players are starting to tech.
Okay, let's talk a bit about this group again. When we did this one here. Okay, the situation is Hawk has to win against Fly and ZDR has to win against Terra. That's the only possibility I think that Hawk will advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you're right there. And of course, both those things happening, many people say is incredibly unlikely. But Hawk, I think he has what it takes to win against Fly. But of course, he has to prove it here first. But yeah, the question is how well can he, how good is his mindset? Because yesterday he had the game in the bag. And losing that game, how mad did that make him? How much does that annoy him? How much does that tilt him and throw him off his game? You're getting the last hit, by the way, here. But far behind in experience.
Yeah, level 2 for the Archmage of Hawk. Of course, both players are attacking. Oh, we see a Lumber Mill of Hawk. This will be a tower rush, everybody.
And Secret Valley, of course, a very valid strategy. Something we see very often. Blade Master, by the way, has nothing.
No items, not even a circlet.
But we're used to seeing this from Fly. He saves all of the gold that he possibly can to have early War Mill and Kodo Beast and Berserkers, Headhunters, excuse me, against the Tower Rush.
So Hawk is trying to get his level 3 here. Of course, the push works a lot better with level 2 water elementals. It's not the stream, guys, it's our PC that lags, so everything should be fine here.
Wait a minute, I got an idea.
You won.
I want the task manager. I can't see it. Well, maybe after this game we're gonna try. Right, Blood Mage, Archmage, excuse me. So much Blood Mage, but now it's the Archmage. He's very close to level 3. He has been simultaneously creeping with Militia around his base. But I don't think we're causing spikes for the players, which is good. Because no one has been complaining so far. Nice, again, the grunt control. That's something that Fly is absolutely famous for. His amazing grunt control, saving that item here from the Archmage. So he has it for his... Oh! No Blood Mage I was talking about, and look at the production tab.
Yep, there is a Blood Mage for Hawk, but Fly is well aware.
Oh shit.
He opened the test manager just like 3 times, but whatever. Hawk is coming in for the first arrest here. No level 3, but he hits a very decent timing. He might be able to get this bestiary, and that would be a huge, huge thing for the Russian Emperor.
Couldn't he easily get the Spirit Lodge to the top left? I think that would have been an easier kill. But he goes for the bestiary, doesn't get it though. Oh, and here comes the Hex, here comes the focus. He's being damaged, he has to TP out.
I think we have to X again, or not, it will influence the players a lot.
Okay.
Because
check out the task manager.
I think
close what's taking now the next one.
Close the Warcraft, please. I think we have to restream the
What's that?
fantastic game because it causes players a lot of trouble. It troubles the players a lot.
Okay, I guess we have to restream.
Restream it, please, because it's so much delay.
Alright, we are unfortunately causing lag, so we're leaving the game right now. We're gonna restream Fanta stream. And our PC might be a little bit crapping out at the moment. May have to go for a reboot here, but first we're gonna try to go with the restream. Sorry for this sudden interruption here, but of course we do not want to damage the player's ability to play it or anything like that. So if we are lagging, if we are causing the game to lag, then we definitely want to get out and make sure that they can have the best environment to play in. Trying to get it to work as much as possible at the moment. Give us a minute. Of course, we're not going to miss anything. We're going to have all the results for you, and the game is probably going to continue on a little longer. So Fanta is also streaming in, if you guys remember, Fanta Fiction was a player last year, WCA 2014, where he did not get out of the group stages, but he did play fairly well, if I remember, against WFC. I'm not too sure, but he's a really nice guy. We did a little interview with him back then. He actually speaks some pretty decent English, so you can absolutely talk with him. And he's casting in the booth next to us with TED. So in China, the undeads are... Is Expert still running?
Yeah.
So what was that program that was taking up so much?
I don't know. But it's not that much.
It was taking up 15% of the core.
Oh. Technical difficulties, everybody. Sorry. But what can we do?
I think we should open up the side of the computer.
It's locked.
Yeah, but where there's a lock, there's oftentimes a key.
It's true.
I don't mean we ourselves, but the technical guys. Alright. This is taking a little. I'm sorry, guys. You sure we can close it?
I think so.
Multi-writer. I don't know what that is.
Neither.
I guess we can just restart in case it's something bad.
2-1 against Terra, but unfortunately not for his side. And now he needs 2 maps in a row against the best orc in the world. Is that possible, especially on Echo Isles? We all know that Fly has a crazy Blade Master control, and you can find so many claws here. You can find so many circlets. You can pimp your Blade Master with a marketplace. It's not going to be easy.
And a lot of aggression coming out of Hog. Again, we said this yesterday already. Focus said that Hog is pretty easy to play against because he always stays so defensive, but he really seems to be shaking it up this tournament. He is now playing a lot more aggressively, as we can see, even before the Brilliance Aura. He's hitting the Orc base, and he might get the 3rd Burrow, but now with the Blade Master chasing away the AM, probably actually not.
Yeah, but he's very passive here, not wanting to commit to this too much without his Archmage especially. But yeah, okay, Marketplace now, Circlet and Gloves of Haste for the Blade Master. But Hawk, I think, is wasting time. He's just idling there with his Footman, a little late.
He was waiting for his level 2 to get another Water Elemental. He was simultaneously creeping with the Militia next to his base. Now he has 2 Water Elementals, and that's going to be a lot of damage, but it's not enough for the Burrow, but it is lumber cost for the Orc, at the very least. But he's going to lose 1 Footman to it, but actually the Spears killed him, so no experience for the Blade.
That's very nice, of course. We are all aware of the level 4, the level 2 critical strike. So much damage coming from this one guy with a long blade. Both players attacking Fly slightly ahead. Second unit count, he tagged with 1 grunt. I feel Hawk with the shop control getting dust and the boots. So once again, Fly not caring too much about the boots of speed.
And I think this is all the game plan. Like, he walks towards the Orc main, he deals damage, he runs away, he keeps the Blade Master busy, and that way he gets the boots.
Yeah.
You know, he secures it. So I think, actually, even though he lost the Footman and he didn't get the Burrow, I think this is still a pretty decent move from Hawk. The thing is, though, this is Echo Isles, of course, so it's not like Secret Valley where there's so many little green creep camps around your main that you can creep simultaneously, where he could now be getting closer to level 3. This is very hard here on this map. As you can see, the grunts are easily enough to deal with the Archmage, and the Blade Master finds the space to take out the Ogre.
Looking good for him, of course. He could buy a cloud of attack, but we're all waiting for the big item dropping at the Ogre Magi here. And again, very close to level 2. Scroll of the Beast.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he trapped? He was trapped, so he had to use... Oh,
there's
dust gonna come!
Dust is coming! Oh boy, 3 hits, I guess, a little more. There's nothing to add here, but with the Boots of Speed, is the shop finished or did he cancel it? Nah, it's finished. He needs to block the Archmage with the grunts. No, the Fireball's not enough. Hawk gets away. Fly gets away.
That was pretty damn close, man. The Footman was coming in, so the Trapper was running away, throwing the Ensnare. That's why the Blade Master got stuck. Got surrounded basically by the creeps. That usually doesn't happen, but doesn't get punished too much for it. Level 1 Blade Master still survives, and in fact hits level 2 right now. And again, it is the Blood Mage second. And again, the Blade Master has no boots, so he saved that money. He did invest into a circlet, however, and again, we can see the War Mill coming up.
Yeah, this is the same tactics we saw somehow on Secret Valley. Hawk is going for the tower push most likely with the Blood Mage, with Mass Casters, and as we can see here, Mercenary support. Fly is well aware of that. He's getting access to the Merc Camp too. He got the Shadow Hunter as a second hero. He got the War Mill up. He will have a Spirit Lodge and the Beastry up. Uncontested from Hawk, these tier 2 buildings.
Hawk has a Lumber Mill, right?
Fly has a lumber. Hawk has no Lumber Mill.
No Lumber Mill.
Interesting.
He might still go for it, but it doesn't look like it at the moment, so gonna be no tower play. I guess he could potentially do it with Arcanes, but that doesn't really sound too good.
It's not that easy.
There's the Lumber Mill. It's coming now. It's coming late, but I mean, he doesn't really need it before.
So we saw the Claws of Attack +9 for the Human, Ring of Regeneration for the Orc. Yeah, but the Blade Master's not nearby, so I think it would be better for him.
Yeah, but still, like when the push comes, all of the sustained HP regen is really good.
That's true. So the first priests are coming. He wants to get level 3, obviously, before this push. He needs him hard, but he needs to send the Blood Mage away. Yeah, and he does exactly that. Fly trying to creep him, but he's a little late for that, and he should really know that.
I thought he might want to get mercenaries down there himself, but I guess he has enough production, enough time at home that he doesn't need that right away. Alright, he has walkers on the way, he has Ensnare on the way, but he doesn't have a Kodo yet, right?
Nope.
Because
No Kodo.
when he goes for this defense, oftentimes he gets the early Kodo.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Headhunters and Kodos. I think it's more efficient to deal with the problem, but of course he has Raiders and Walkers.
And with the mercenary support, with the Berserker, I think Headhunters especially are really not necessary.
That's true. Okay, here are the towers, everybody. The lumber mill is finished and Fly is producing the Kodo Beast. What is the army look like? 1 Raider, 1 Walker against 2 sorceresses, 2 priests, and 4 footmen, plus the militia. No ivory tower. Okay, here they are. 2 ivory towers, guard towers are up.
They're quite far away from the main, however. They can only shoot at the altar, so Fly definitely has some time. He doesn't need to commit already. And he's taking his sweet time. He is not level 3 on either hero, which he would of course love to have. SH, however, is pretty close, so maybe Ensnare and a few kills. He's kind of mismicroing him right now, not doing anything. Finally, he comes out of the windwalk with a back stab. Very, very close now to level 3. SH Siphon and Siphon and Siphon. Oh, Demolish and
Hawk doesn't notice it! Oh boy, missed opportunity, I feel. Okay, here he comes. But does not get the kill. Banished now on the Blade Master, level 3. But what a wasted damage potential here. Just idling with the Blade Master for 5 seconds or whatsoever. No mana on the level 3 SH anymore. The towers are crawling forward. No Author of Storms anymore.
But there's not that much left in the tank for Hawk either. Blood Mage now maybe needs to be careful, but he's a quick dude with the boots of speed. Excuse me. Blade Master has the potion of healing, and did he sell the ring or does he still have it? He still has it, so that's a mistake. He just doesn't notice it really. Kodo Beast eats the Water Elemental, and now Blood Mage, Archmage, so many mages, Jesus Christ, today. He's going in again. Spirit Walker being kept alive. This Shadowhunter is really carrying this game with a level 2 heal wave. Demolisher coming out right now, not slowed immediately. Could have been done. Losing a priest here to the Boros, and it feels like Fly is stabilizing slowly. He's finding his footing in this game.
Archmage in trouble. I think there was an Ensnare misclicked by Fly, just ensnaring a sorceress, not the Archmage, so the Blade Master retreats a little. He really wants to get those demolishers, but Hawk with the towers, he's crawling forward. Blood Mage in trouble. Can he banish himself? Yeah, I think he should be safe. Oh, block from the sheep. He's getting dangerous, but it's okay. 39 food for Fly against 56. But everything is kind of low. He needs more priests, he needs more healing.
Yeah, he really needs more priests. They have been killed by Boros and by a whole lot of other things.
I love to see a shop from Hawk now.
That's a good point. He definitely has the resource for it. Doesn't want to let that guard tower die as well to the Demolisher. Oh, very close. He's ground attacking to be damaging all the peasants as well. First Demolisher falls, but the second one is there also. Another heal wave. Keeping the first hero of the Orc alive. This Shadowhunter is worth his weight in gold. Miss Micro here almost losing a Walker. And I think now, you're right, is absolutely the time for a shop.
Yeah. More Demolishers are coming for Fly, and he has one already. Okay, Hawk is doing a good job keeping those Demolishers down, but the Kodo Beast is still alive, and that means the damage aura from the Kodos is alive as well. More Sorceresses coming. Only 2 Walkers, and I think, okay, they're okay with mana. This one is pretty low, so not much Dispel left for Fly.
That is true. That is absolutely true. But the Demolisher, he's forcing Hawk in here over and over again. Hawk doesn't really want to go into this position, but now with Demolishers, he's with 2 of them. He's definitely going to be forced to. But the first one might just be falling very quickly, splitting off his army here with the 2 breakers, but he's pulling them back after a little while. The banish on the Blade Master was getting rid of some damage output here. And yeah, the Demolisher is still alive to the south, but he's not attacking the towers. And yeah, this shop that is missing is such a big deal. But now he gets the Burrow, the one offensive Burrow. That's a big pickoff.
Fly is supply stuck and Hawk is over the upkeep mark. Oh, the Blade Master in trouble. Here comes the heal wave, the final heal wave. He totally commits to that hero. Right-clicking the hero, sweet scroll being used into the safe zone here at the Demolishers. But it's still looking okay for Hawk, but he has massive lumber problems.
Supply stuck now as well. Hawk going above the 50 supply mark. And I have to agree with you, man. The lumber that's missing, the shop that's missing is a thorn in his sides, but I think it's mainly a lumber thing. He is so incredibly low on lumber, and he's losing so much because of all the repair and the double Demolishers now, making his life so difficult. He's engaging the army again to drive the Demolishers away and possibly pick off some units if he can. But this army from the Orc is actually pretty damn strong if you ask me. But the first Raider here in front, well, heal wave saves him. So in fact the Raider doesn't die. Nice banish again, saving another unit, but the Demolishers from the back are slowly getting rid of those casters.
First hero of Fly has to be careful though. 100 HP left and there's no mana for Windwalk because the Blood Mage once again is doing a tremendous job. One catapult down. Big move from Hawk. The Blade Master is once again a bit exposed, but there is still a potion. Stronghold is getting lower and lower. Oh.
Exactly, 2 towers are all the time shooting at the stronghold, so Fly is now being pressured, he is now on the clock. He cannot let this game drag on too much longer, he will have to commit at some point. Is it gonna be right now? Berserker to the side might be focused, but remember there's always the banish possibility. Blade Master, he has the potion of healing and uses it right now.
And he has one more Windwalk now, and snare to the Archmage, disabling him for a short time. And there's only 400 HP left on the stronghold. Let's keep it up here. Let's keep it up down there so we see if the stronghold will survive. And now he kills it with the heroes. 400 HP, mass repair coming in. Orc army is coming in, but once again Blade Master low, army of Hawk looking strong. Blood Mage now, baby, and they're banishing himself. Blade Master exposed. One more heal wave is left in the tank for the Shadow Hunter.
Oh, it's looking worse and worse for Fly. Maybe he needs to soon all in with the Speed Scroll, Hex and Snare commitment onto the Archmage. Might be his only chance, but if he goes in there and it doesn't work, it's absolutely lost, this game is, because there's so many towers up there. It's such a tough decision right now. The Blood Mage exposes himself slightly, but he is being microed back. 2 Demolishers again. This is the magic number. This is when the damage really starts stacking up. But they are not finding the best hits. Walker needs to be very careful as well. Level 4 now for the Blade Master. But it's not like he really gets to go crazy in these fights. He always has to be moved, always has to be microed away. He cannot really dish out his maximum damage that he would like to.
Okay, now the focus on the stronghold is getting stronger again. Fly has to repair, and he once again has only 2 walkers. The mana here is empty, and this is only 1 Dispel. This might be a good spot for Hawk. 2 Demolishers back on the battlefield, and he still was not able to kill the Kodo. 1 more tower here, damage up. The damage output towards the stronghold is getting better and better.
Yeah, we now have 4 guard towers in range. Oh, the Blood Mage needs to be careful. That is the commitment I was talking about. Hex and Snare, everything is going to be enough. No, because there is the ban, and it seems like he has no mana for Dispel to get rid of it, and now he has to disengage again, and he took so much damage from the and what did he gain? Nothing really. And now his Raiders are dropping low. Dispel to get rid of the slow. He saves them, I guess. But he needs to break this. He really does. But he's not going to last. Heal wave, everybody. There's no more healing after this. The Raiders are falling. The Archmage has hit level 4. And this may just be the breaking point.
I think so too. The Walkers exposed as well. No Spirit Link anymore, no Dispel anymore. Blade Master's going for the hunt of the Blood Mage once again, but I think it's enough. Slow coming in. GG from Fly, and the Emperor of Russia gets one map and keeps his hope alive.
Alright, he's back in this. He looked very shaky in game number 1. Game number 2, he goes for the same strategy. Blood Mage second, tower push, of course Echo, probably a bit better. It's closer than Secret Valley. But there's of course Mercenary support, which then again is good for the defense of the Orc. Doesn't matter. Anyways, he held it, he looked strong, he looked like he belongs here.
Indeed.
But now, Turtle Rock, even if Hawk wins this, things need to go right for him to make it to the playoffs.
Let me check if I can get an update on ZDR and Terra.
Okay, are they playing right now?
I think so.
Alright.
You know how to handle the streaming, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'll be back.
Alright. It seems like our PC issue have resolved themselves, thankfully. And I need to get something to drink. I don't know if you guys... No lights? More water? Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you. No light is bringing us water. How nice is this? Incredible how dry your mouth gets when you talk so much. Alright. Fly and Hawk are ready. The game on Turtle Rock, the third game. The decider is soon to start. The countdown, in fact, is beginning right now. And we're heading into it. Okay, how do I show the 1-1? I hope I don't fuck anything up here. Neo is in charge of production.
I don't think they're playing.
How do I... like I just changed it to 1, but how do I enter so that it disappears? Thank you so much!
No lie,
thank you
taking such
very
a good
much.
care of us. And it's close position! Oh boy!
Turtle Rock close position, the third time this tournament already.
I haven't seen ZDR or Terra, so I don't know what's going on.
Maybe they're gonna be playing later. No,
Leave it open. It's okay.
Open, please.
It's
So warm. So warm.
Okay.
Fordream, by the way, is the head admin of this tournament. Some of you might remember him. He was a Chinese Nioh player back in the day. Pretty damn good, actually. He also was last year's head admin for Warcraft 3 and is returning this year in the same position. A really nice guy. And so far, I think the admin work has been pretty much... Well, there was one big issue, which we haven't talked about yet. The opening match of the entire tournament was Shishi versus Moon. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a really cool Night of Mirror series. And according to Shishi, we are not sure, but according to Shishi, they played the wrong version. Shishi said they played version 1.24, where the Tomes of Experience give 150 experience instead of 100 experience. And because of this, he actually wanted to have a rematch. But I guess that's not happening.
No, it was declined, I guess.
So yeah, that was kind of a big blunder, but the rest has really been working very fine.
Okay, it is map number 3. It's the grudge match between Hawk and Fly. The Russian wants to keep his hopes alive, and this was actually the first match of the tournament that Fly lost. He had
has to buy a healing potion, and he can't really commit in there because if he chases the Archmage, he gets around and he doesn't have a TP, he dies. And And that's not what you want. And again, the Blood Mage.
Boy, we expected it. And here on the other side, we have the Shadow Hunter, Beastery, and Spirit Lodge. So Hawk, once again, is getting ready. But he has to be careful. His Archmage needs to be careful. He needs to keep him alive, or otherwise the entire game plan is crushed.
Second grunt dies in the early game. Fly in typical Fly fashion, losing grunts. Not only one. That second one I think was pretty unnecessary, but I guess he got a footman in return, but of course that's not a very good trade, as we all know.
It's 2 grunts now versus 5 footmen.
Oh, he's committing again. He has a windwalk. He has a windwalk, but there's a healing potion. But that's 300 gold that had to be invested. 2 healing potions. Oh, he's chasing, he's trying to go for it.
Blade Master control is awesome, but the
Banish first, maybe.
Yep.
But that's already good. Like, not having to deal with Siphon Mana is already really good. Despite losing those 2 grunts. Very cool early game from Fly.
Yeah, the Blade Master control is so good. The scouting is so good.
And with that banish, oh my god, the Blade Masters don't do this to us. Are you serious?
11 HP on the
Archmage was so close to being in range to hit that last fireball, man. He always plays with fire. He always does.
But Fly wins time here. Of course, this is the window now that Hawk wants to use, that Hawk needs to use. He wants to add pressure now to the Orcish base, but Fly, with the Blade Master only, kept him so busy. And now he's trying to creep up. Is this a little too risky? Okay, he knows exactly what's going on. He's positioning a peon right here.
He finds level 2 as well, and a circlet.
Really good.
That's absolutely amazing for him. And Hawk still goes for it with a banish.
And only a level 2 Archmage this time.
3 ivories. Militia are gonna be very strong. They're gonna last for quite a while. The tower's not positioned as perfectly as on Echo, I think. I think they are way more exposed here. And they are starting to be upgraded. But the shop, is it gonna die immediately? Yes,
wow.
It is! That is a huge deal.
Mr. Hawk, what an instant kill. But will it be enough to get the towers up? On Echo Isles, he had the time. He had the towers at the end for the entire push, for the entire siege. But the peons all down already. 1 Raider, 1 Walker. Not much distance, but the towers are all gone. But on what cost?
And the banish is coming in over and over on the Blade Master. Really wants that 1 guard tower. And there's only 1 more banish remaining though. So after that, this Blood Mage is gonna be pretty much useless until level 2 anyways. And the guard tower, it doesn't look like it's falling. He needs to banish the Blade Master right now, does it? He may not be as good as but he's pretty good. Oh my god, this guard tower is so huge, and he gets the cancellation. I said it, the positioning is not as perfect as it was on Echo Isles. And all the towers have been killed, and there's no water elementals anymore remaining to add more pressure. And Fly's army is still looking pretty damn good. And the Blood Mage, what is he really contributing right now?
Yeah, remember, there's no Siphon Mana. He cannot swap the mana to the Archmage. That means no water elementals. But maybe he can get the grunt here. Yes, how far away is he from level 2? Oh, a lot.
Alright, here on Turtle Rock, it's not looking good for the Russian. Fly has held this, and this time he didn't need Demolishers, he didn't need Kodo Beasts, he didn't need Headhunters, he didn't need Berserkers. He just needed to pressure early on and deal so much damage and, well, control this game.
Yeah, so basically he invested almost nothing into his defense. He lost the shop though, but that's only 135 gold.
Now, what is Hawk's backup plan? Does he want to all in again after this? Or does he want to take it to the late game?
I don't think Hawk is that... It's not much of a late game player here. I think he will creep his way to level 3, maybe get some items from the shop, and then that's it.
Like, looking back, oh, by the way, nice banish on the big trailer so it can get backstabbed.
Yeah.
Looking back in the history of Warcraft, we have seen Blood Mage go late game in 70 versus 70 armies, and just his only job was disable the Blade Master.
Yeah.
He always had mana because of level 2 banish, Siphon mana, and always banished the Blade Master because of level 2 banish.
Yeah.
So it has worked before, but that was a long time ago.
War Song Battle Drums for Fly. And if you're thinking, oh, that's the Kodo aura, it doesn't stack. No, it's the command aura. It does stack with the Kodos, and that's very, very nice for the entire Orc army. Level 3 now for the Blade. But here's Hawk coming again. Level 3 Archmage, level 2 Blood Mage. He has a potion this time. Ivory Tower set up once again. More sorcerers, more priests, more everything. He's going for the Hawk Burrow immediately. There's a lot of mana. One more Water Elemental, and of course Siphon can help a lot.
And again, the tower is very exposed. I think they may have been better positioned down towards the back of his army. But hey, he must know best. Here comes the Siphon Mana again. One tower already dead. The second one cancelled. The third one, though, is in a good position. The Militia are up in front, but they're taking heavy heat. The Water Elementals are now finally level 2, of course. But still, Fly is looking so healthy. I don't think he has lost a single unit in this engagement. But now a Grunt is going to be the first victim.
And yeah, this build coming in. Blade Master down to 250, 40, but there's still a heal scroll. And ooh, and snare on the Blood Mage. Now going towards the Archmage. Is there a banish left? Yes, it is, but he doesn't even need it.
He misclicks it. He uses it on the Grunt.
Ah, okay.
But the guard tower is now up. But it's a lot of magic damage from all the walkers, but they're not attacking the guard tower, actually. Bit of a mistake. Blood Mage, by the way, very exposed. This guard tower is falling quickly. It's so many key targets. Low HP, heal potion now used on the Blood Mage. Blade Master been walking out. Oh, Blood Mage, where is he gone? Where has he gone?
But he banished himself before the Hex.
Right,
so he's safe.
He stays alive, but the towers are all dead. Speed scroll disengage, and the heal wave. Oh, very
perfect
nice.
timing. He's trying to crawl forward with the towers now, but I don't think it's enough. He's trying to get the Raiders nice damage.
Look at this choke, man. It's such a good position right now for Hawk.
Yeah.
The Water Elementals and the Breakers are blocking perfectly, and the tower in the middle of it. Hawk, man, it looked so bad for him in the first attempt. Maybe he's making it
the
work.
Blood Mage here! 27 HP!
Must have been the Burrow or something.
Yeah.
And now the tower is exposed again and falls again.
He needs some healing. I think he needs to retreat. He needs some healing. I think the priests are not enough. Blade Master's crawling forward to level 4. Now the next Kodo Beast maybe can eat something. Is there more healing from the Shadow Hunter? I can't see it right now. No heal wave. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, and now again, Orc. He deals with all the threats, with the towers, with the Water Elementals, with all the banishes. And now we can just walk forward. And he can be so brave with the Blade Master. There's no bolt, no nothing. He can only be banished. I guess he can't attack, but he can't really be killed either. And look at this. Is he maybe now risking too much? He's banishing Axe. Why is he banishing him? I don't really understand. Taking a lot of healing because of the banish. Boom, 500 HP again. And again banishing him. Being dispelled, however, level 4 now.
Level 2 critical strike, and Hawk sees, okay, that's too much risk, I have to TP out. But do you see how Fly adapted with his Shadow Hunter on map number 1? He was always exposed to the Blood Mage, he was always down on mana. This time, he positions him like way back here at the army, always super far away. And so he can always regenerate his mana, he can always use his mana for heal waves, and that's what makes the Orc so strong. 44 food versus 42. 4 and 3 heroes against 3 and 2. Hawk needs a miracle.
He absolutely does. In terms of experience, you just mentioned it. He is so far behind. But now he's being given some space. He can catch up in hero levels. But is a high level Blood Mage really as good as a high level Shadow Hunter and Blade Master? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Ring of Protection +3, that's a bit of gold, I guess. He might even keep it, but I doubt it. But yeah, once the Blade Master, which by the way finds a Pendant of Energy, and the SH get level 5, that's when things get really crazy.
Yeah, it's level 4 now. They're doing something here. Okay, Hawk is building breakers now, so he has something against the Raiders. Will it be enough though? 50 food versus 50, but the heroes speak in favor of the Chinese.
Yeah, and now Fly, he doesn't want to give Hawk any more time, he doesn't want to give him any opportunity to come back in this game in terms of experience. He's pulling the red creep camp, and he's gonna steal every creep camp that his opponent can possibly get, and Hawk can't let that happen. This is basically the perfect positioning, surrounding a Kodo Beast, not quite finding...
Catgas Pipe of Insight.
Catgas Pipe of Insight. Oh, that's a very good one.
So lucky with 2 auras. It's gonna be so hard for him to come back now. Backstab damage and snare, but there is banish once again.
Dispelled, however, but no, Blood Mage taking a lot of damage right now. Ensnare coming in, but the banish saves him for now. But it's not just the heroes. Oh, here comes the Hex. Here comes the Focus. He's trying to somehow block him, keep him alive. Invul, is it going to be enough? Holy crap! That was so close. Blade Master now out of mana. He can be surrounded, but the question is, can he really be killed? I don't really think so. 50 supply for Fly, also 50 for Hawk, but he has to move back. He has to retreat. His damage output is just so insignificant compared to the Orc. Again, banish again, dispel against the banish. He's being drained once more. The Kodo adding so much damage, as well as the command aura.
It's plus 14 on the Blade Master. The mana regeneration is also very high. Risky positioning with the Blood Mage now. Is an Ensnare coming? No. I think he gives it up. There will be no hero kill against. Oh, there it is. Ensnare, but banishing himself. Will it be enough though? There's no Hex. He's trying to go for a surround, but fails.
And also this, the Shadowhunter. But again, there's no bolt. There's no focus potential really. So he can be so brave with this hero, so reckless even. Now militia support might be a thing. He's right next to his base. I don't even know if he has militia anymore. The Blood Mage needs to be so careful. He's dropping low. The Blade Master levels up, I think, in fact.
Yeah, level 5.
That's so much damage. But he's retreating for now, even though it looks so one-sided. Yeah. So good for the Orc. 59 versus 41. You can see the numbers right here. But I guess he doesn't want to overcommit.
Ooh, of course, I think the walker count is pretty low. Yep, only 1. Okay, 2 now, but the mana is gone, so no more Spirit Link. That would mean they will drop fairly low, and you can finally focus the Orc units.
Oh, maybe going for a surround now. There is mana for a Windwalk. And Hawk going very far out right now. I guess he thinks he needs to take this red camp, but the big one's already gone.
But it would be so awesome to get this rune here, especially for Fly, for both players actually. Who's getting it? Hawk gets it! Very, very important to get this rune. Another heal wave being used, Siphon mana a little late.
And this position would have been perfect for Hawk with the creeps attacking the Orc army as well. But Fly realizes how bad it is and he speed strolls out of there. So Hawk not being given the opportunity right here to come back in this game. Not just yet anyways.
There's no expansion on both sides. The Blade Master is a beast. We've been talking about this. Hawk losing something here. Still 49 versus 43. And his entire army. What's he doing with his sorceress?
Wasn't grouped, I guess. But he gets a little bit of space here. He gets an item. Of course, greater invul and healing would be best. That's not good. Probably gonna sell it. And the Grunt almost dies to creeps. Both players forgetting about the units slightly.
650 gold for Hawk. Tome of Retraining.
That's the damage. That's finally the damage he's been looking for.
Blizzard level 2 is gonna do very, very good, but he has to position him very carefully because, of course, Ensnare can disable the Blizzard.
And still the Orc at a commanding 13 supply advantage. And I think he's looking for Hawk right now.
Kill, but no, he's creeping the Shadowhunter up to level 4, of course hoping for that one big consumable item. Mana potion, heal potion, invo potion would be the dream. On the other side, Robe of the Magi would be awesome for the Archmage, and we get Mana potion.
Oh my god, that's so good.
On the other side, Vamp Aura completely useless, no melee units, so yeah, there's nothing to gain except gold from this item.
Fly has double level 5 right now. Fly has fantastic items right now. He thinks, alright, I'm finally strong enough, I can just attack his main and there should be nothing that he can do about it. And I do have to say, it certainly looks like it. Hawk has to come up with something crazy strong right here. Look at the comparison in army size. Blade Master running in right away. Ensnare canceling the Blizzard and the Archmage is already dropping low, but the Banish is coming in. Disenchanted, however. Blizzard again cancelled by the Ensnare, and his units are just dropping left, right, and center.
There's nothing for Hawk to gain here. He's fighting like a lion, but what's it worth? The Blizzard is actually doing a great job, but there's still a heal wave because he can't access. Banish again, saving the Archmage. Maybe for the final time. He's trying to get to the shop. Is there a shop? Oh, no, there isn't. Blood Mage down now, 232. Critical strike. Next to the target is the Archmage, but it's a GG. Hawk is out, and Fly wins all 3 group stage matches.
Fly gets through in first place. Do we know for sure the standings yet in Group A? Do you know how long?
I don't know. They just gave them a 5 minutes break. 5 minutes break.
Yeah, however long they need. But could ask them please and tell us.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
What about Moonlaw Lion? Okay, we will update our group standings.
So, yeah, we're just talking about it. So Fly is now in first place in Group B. Pretty much expected, I would say. Group A, we have Infi 2-1, Reprisal 1-2, right? Yeah, 1-2. Sonic 0-3 probably, and Yumiko 3-0, I do believe.
Okay, I asked the fan